a good day so far. My name is Priscilla. I'm the dietitian of Baby Entertainment Nutrition, and every Tuesday I show up here on your screen just to share with you a few tips to help you feed your little one with more joy and confidence, and just give them the best start to solids as possible. So I hope everything is going well as you get prepared for Thanksgiving this week in a couple of days. So because we are in the holiday season, I want to talk this week about just a few tips to help you navigate feeding your little one during holidays, starting with Thanksgiving and all of that. If you have any questions about the tips that I will share in this video, feel free to drop in the chat box, and I'll as I can, I'll be able to respond and to reach out. So first, since we are very close to Thanksgiving, a question that I get sometimes from parents is if baby can eat Thanksgiving foods. So as long as your baby's ready for solids, which that means your baby's around 6 months of age and has already been showing the readiness signs, like being able to sit up straight with minimal help, bringing toys to mouth, good head and neck control. So those are some of the signs that they're ready for solids, and plus being close to 6 months of age. So as long as they are ready for solids, you can offer some, you can definitely find some foods from Thanksgiving from Thanksgiving dinner that your baby should be able to eat. So they can just make sure that they are ready for solids. Within that question, another question that I get as well is, how do I serve Thanksgiving? Sorry, I'm having trouble saying Thanksgiving today. How do I serve Thanksgiving dinner to my baby or my toddler? So one way is if your baby is only doing purees, if that's the feeding approach that you have been choosing to use. One thing you can do is choose some of the foods from the Thanksgiving dinner that you can blend, put in a blender and make a puree for your baby. A lot of times roasted vegetables, some of the protein that they have are good options. So you can blend, put in a blender and make a puree, and then just offer as you have been offering purees. If you are doing baby-led weaning or a mixed approach and your baby's already pretty advanced or pretty good with their chewing skills, you can also offer pieces of food, finger foods, from the dinner, from Thanksgiving dinner. And if you want ideas about how to modify those foods and to make safe, I just released a guide, a baby's first Thanksgiving menu, 10 foods that you can offer to your baby on third day, and then the link is gonna be in the caption for this video. So you just offer pieces of appropriate food, and that foods that are soft enough that they can chew up the gums, and they're offered in shapes and sizes that they're able to manage. They're gonna not increase the risk for choking. So that's another option. You put the pieces of food in your baby's tray or your baby's plate if you're using a suction plate or any other baby plate. And another option, if you don't want to overwhelm your baby with a whole meal in front of them, is offer just little pieces, little bites of food out of your plate. That's another option as well, so that way your baby can have a little taste of Thanksgiving dinner, enjoy in a celebration, enjoy the celebration with the family without feel so overwhelmed by having different foods in front of them. But even if you choose to fix a plate or offer on a tray, on the high chair tray, you don't need to offer all the foods that are available for Thanksgiving dinner. One, because not all of them are gonna be suitable for baby, and also even between the ones that are suitable, you can just choose 2 or 3. Usually that's what babies need for one meal, about 2 or 3 different types of food. More than that, they tend to be kind of overwhelming for them. But also, on Thanksgiving, especially if it's baby's first Thanksgiving, And you are, I know that it's gonna look a little bit different for us this year because of a pandemic and all of that, but maybe some of you are going to visit family, are going to be in somebody else's house for the meal, for the celebration, and that could be a little overwhelming for babies. So just expect that that day is going to be a little bit different. You know, naps are going to be off. They're not gonna, might not be eating at a table high chair that they're used to. So just kind of manage your expectations. So that's how you could offer dinner to baby, depending on the feeding approach that you're already using with your baby. Another thing is that I would like to talk about is what to do and what to bring if you are going to visit family for Thanksgiving. First, one thing to do that I have advice for you is, you know, a lot of times we have that cute outfit that we got for our babies, especially if it's their first Thanksgiving, that we want to take cute pictures so we can have memories to look back later. So if you're doing that, make sure, one, that you take the pictures before babies eat, because, you know, even if you do a bib, it can get messy. Even if you're doing purees and feeding yourself, the food can get in their little cute outfit, and then, you know, you might not get your holiday picture. So try to take the pictures before you feed them, or even better, as soon as you get there and in your at your family's house, or where you're gonna have Thanksgiving. If you're gonna be somewhere else, just do as soon as you can, especially if the baby's in a good mood. Just take advantage of that opportunity. So yeah, so take cute pictures of the little cute outfit as soon as you can before, especially before you feed baby. One thing that I recommend bringing if you're gonna go to somebody else's house for that meal is check if they have a high chair that you can use. If they don't, and I know that might be a little bit late to maybe get a portable high chair, but if you have a portable high chair at home, or if your chair is something that is foldable and you can bring, and you're not driving too far to go to family's house, might be a good idea to bring a portable high chair, just because you want to make sure that your baby's sitting properly, because by sitting, you know, at that 9 degrees angle and decreases the risk of choking. So you want to make sure that they are in a position that even if they are doing purees, you want to make sure that they are sitting straight. Either purees or pieces of food, finger foods, baby should be sitting up straight to be able to eat properly and reduce the risk of choking. So you just want to make sure that they have a proper chair to eat. If you don't have a high chair, for the house where you're going to, they don't have a high chair, it's not the end of the world. You can always place baby in your lap. You might want to put something in yourself, like an apron or a towel on yourself, so you don't ruin your own outfit. Sometimes we have cute outfits for holidays, right? So, but that's another option, is putting your baby sit in your lap, and then you know, feed them out of the food that you have, either purees or finger foods. So yeah, a portable high chair if they don't have a high chair there, and bib. You want to make sure you bring a bib, because, you know, things get messy, and you probably want to use that cute outfit later on, not just on Thanksgiving. So you want to make sure that you're not getting food on that on their clothes and getting stains and things like that. So bring a bib, just to help a little bit contain the mess that can happen when we're feeding little ones. So those are the things that I would recommend bringing. Let me see. Oh yeah. And what to say if your little one is not, you know, what to say to family members if your little one is not ready for solids yet, or if they do some comments about what and how you're feeding your little one. I don't know about you, but I have 2 little ones. So my 2-year-old now, when we, you know, had been to family's house, either for holidays or just vacationing, and then he was starting solids, I would get comments and questions, especially because we were doing kind of a mixed approach. So baby led weaning, very minimal period. So he was mainly feeding himself. So we got questions or comments about, or even sometimes when he wasn't even ready yet for solids, people say like, when you're gonna start feeding your baby, when they're around 4 months. So what I would say is, your family best, so you know how you can go about. So what I would say is, you can tell them, if you already explain the reasons or share the feeding approach that you are using, that's totally up to you. You can educate them on that. But one quick thing you can say is just share with them that your healthcare provider has recommended to wait this amount of months until your baby's this amount of months, 4-6 months until starting solids, or offering specific types of foods like sweets, desserts, and things like that. A lot of times when we mention a healthcare provider, a doctor, that kind of put an end to the conversation and helps make the person not continue kind of questioning, or making comments. So that's one thing you can say. Another phrase that I have used that has helped is, this is what is best for a family. I have used before, and then also has helped to kind of put an end to the conversation, or kind of showing that that's what works for you, for your situation. Sometimes helps the person who is questioning or criticizing your choices in feeding your little one, helps them to kind of stop, or at least take a break from doing it. Yeah, so those are my tips about like how to address, but go with your style. I'm not confrontational, so those are usually the phrases that I use if family members are criticized or making comments and things like that. But if you're more confrontational, you already know what to say, and your family best and how you can do it in a respectful way. Yeah, so I know that this year Thanksgiving holidays are gonna look different, because some of the states might be on lockdown, some might not. Traveling is limited now because of this global pandemic. So yeah, and then some of us might choose to stay home, and for some of us Thanksgiving and the other holidays might be just us, our spouse and our little ones. So just make sure that you have a plan for that. Make sure that you and your partner are on the same page. If you decide to stay home, if you decide to go visit family members, make sure that you're comfortable with the decision. Make sure you connect with people by using Zoom, Facebook, FaceTime. During the meal time, you can still connect with this technology. I know that is not the most ideal, especially because we have been has been kind of isolated for the past 7 or 8 months, and you might haven't seen a lot of your family members for a while. So yeah, so just again, I will use, even for yourself, that same phrase or mantra. Do what is best for your family. You are the expert of your family. Just do what you're comfortable and what is gonna work best for you in your little ones. Okay, but just make sure you take care of yourself, take care of your mental state, because it can be a lot. It has been a lot, and also now this whole thing dragging towards holidays, which can be even more of a stressful time, and then you add on top not being able to do our usual celebrations with family and friends. So but yeah, those are my tips for Thanksgiving. I hope you find it useful. Let me know in the chat box, in the comments, if you have any questions, insight about what I shared today. I'm gonna be sharing a few links in the description, in the caption. And yeah, I hope you have a lovely Thanksgiving, and you have fun, and and that will be a member of Thanksgiving with your little one. And then also you have a great holiday season, and I hope to see you again next week. Okay, bye bye.